And then I've got one here too. I have not followed this person back. It makes me laugh every time I look at it. His handle is High Rollers, and his and his @ is @ High Rollers Pick, and the description is the premier destination for sports betting investment.
What? You can't even say it with a straight face.
Oh, no, that's good though.
Wait, sports betting investment?
Premier destination for sports betting investment. It's like the name of that. It's like the company at the end of Step Brothers, whatever that is. They're the number one sports investment firm in the country.
That's the biggest oxymoron I've ever heard in my life.
That's great. Speaking of completely full of shit sports betting touts, I got a message. Well, no, I got a message from Chad McVean this morning. Let me pull it up. I gotta find.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Wednesday special guest edition. Why not get a phone call right when we're starting?
Just start it over. Or sound guy will edit it out.
Yeah, it's gone. Nobody even knows what we're talking about because I erased it.
Okay, let's start the intro now.
Start the intro and action. Welcome back to the special guest Wednesday edition of Fade the Mahoney. The normal bald guy, I never know how this works. This way is the E-Donk. We got a new bald guy on the other side of him. It's PMan.
Hello.
YouTube celebrity, YouTube superstar PMan. He has a Las Vegas poker / lifestyle vlog that he does, once or twice a week, something like that?
Yeah, closer to once a week, just documenting moving from Ohio to Vegas and keeping track of all the fun things to do and hopefully win some money along the way.
I'm going to put a link to his most recent episode down here below. We're going to talk about a little bit of that in just a minute.
I was in the poker room and I looked behind me. I thought like Floyd Mayweather was coming in because everyone like stood up and they were like, "Oh my God, who is this?" And then,
true story.
Man. People follow you everywhere, right?
Yeah.
I actually met my first fan at Caesars, where we're at right now. I got recognized for the first time. It was the craziest thing ever. Felt pretty nice.
Oh, E-Donk and we get hit up for autographs on the reg.
I'm sure.
You know, when your show blows up, these things happen. All right, let's do a quick recap before we get into the meat of the show. Monday, E-Donk, Monday night, you had gone 6 straight primetime games, going 0 for 2, both side and total. And then Monday night came along and you had the Bears and the over for 8 stars total. Nice job.
Thank you.
Really well.
This is one of my best performances, but I really wanted the Bears to win. So the money's okay, but I really wanted the Bears to win.
Yeah, speaking of money and stars, you decided you didn't want to keep those stars or hold on to the money because you released 3 games from action last night and you went 0-3. So now we're back on track. Nice job, E-Donk.
What about the overs?
You went 0-3 in the games, E-Donk.
That's impossible because I had the sides and the totals, so 3 is not an even number.
Can't argue with that. Can't. That logic is sound. All right. The B-Funk and I, if you remember, what's that?
Oh, 3's an odd number. I agree.
It's definitely not even.
I just Googled it.
All right. I had threatened at one point to put behind a paywall B-Funk and I, our 2 picks that we release every Sunday when we battle each other. We went 0-2 again. I think we're like 5 straight weeks. We push every week because we both get it wrong. So good job out of me and B-Funk. I wanted to talk some WSOP because I think both of you, I know both of you have been doing some damage out there. Edonk, you want to give us a quick recap of how things have gone for you?
I busted the main on Sunday, day one. I went into the little one for one drop yesterday.
Okay.
And we were chip leader at one point. Now I have a nice, healthy average stack going into day two, which is tomorrow.
Well, that's good. I have some shout outs here I want to give to either the Fade the Mahoney family, the extended family, or the DGF community family. First off to Riddy.
Yeah.
We got good things to say about Riddy, including something to do with that room, right?
Yeah, Riddy hooked it up with this beautiful suite at Caesars. It's
Shout out Riddy, and he's got mounds and mounds of chips heading to day 3, I think.
yes.
DJF, same deal, mounds and mounds going to day 3. Marley, I believe, has a very healthy stack. Our boy KL Cleaton, extended family, he's got chips. Check Race Charles made it to day 3.
Yep.
Not super healthy, but he's still alive.
It doesn't matter. We're gonna run it up.
That's right. That's right.
And Jamil is playing day 2 today of the main, and then there was someone else, Sarah Lee. Sarah Lee.
It's pretty good representation. They say that one of the hardest things to do in the main event is not to make it to day 2, and both you and Trout did that. So nice job out of you two. Pretty tough to do, but you guys accomplished it.
We're gonna need. We had pieces of Trout, right? You and I.
Well, I did, yeah.
So, did anyone see a slip? Did anyone see a receipt of the?
He did post a weird angle of Phil Hellmuth's entrance yesterday, so I feel pretty confident he was there.
No, he was there. I talked to him, but like,
Oh, you're going next level.
was he there? And like, you know what I mean?
Well, I've played with him and he's pretty terrible. So I think him not making day 2, I think the story checks out.
I think I saw him on my 1-3 table.
What time? Was it yesterday during the afternoon?
It was.
Around noon.
Yeah, 12:30, 12:45.
Maybe that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you can find the receipt, dig it up. Like, is there records of that? Like for the main, like who enters and punts in 2 hours?
Well, I guess we'll have to ask him. But I've got 3 other people I wanted to shout out. The real MJ from Arizona. You saw him yesterday. It was good to catch up with him.
He's great.
He is
Great. Really good.
I saw Arif recently. Arif is a subscriber who I don't think I ever shouted out. He's got terrible choice in Cirque shows, but he's still a good guy. And another extended member of the Fade the Mahoney family, Dealer Dan, according to information I have.
Yeah, he has chips. He has chips.
He's pretty healthy.
Day 3.
And then my last
Astro. Yeah, Astro man.
Is he a member?
He's not a pilot. He is a astronaut.
Wow.
Is he a member of the family?
My family.
He is now.
All right. And then I read on the internet that you spent some time at the table with Sean Deeb yesterday. How many times did he ask about Fade the Mahoney?
0.
Oh, yikes.
I kind of loved it that he it looked like he was just trying to punt off, but he just had it, and just it was great. It was great to see someone use their image and to their advantage and just punish people. And then he ran into it, unfortunately for him.
All right. P-Man, I got some questions. You ready for some questions?
I am ready for some questions. What's on the list?
You had hinted about coming from Ohio. So what's the deal? Why'd you leave? Why are you there? What's going on?
Well, I'm 26 years old. It's time to move out of the parents' basement, and where else but Vegas? I mean, Ohio's great and all, but there's not a whole lot to do. It's cold. A lot of my family had moved out of the state, so I figured let's go back to Vegas, get my feet wet. I was out here for 6 months in 2019 with our friend Derek and his wife, so I got to get a real feel for what Vegas is like and if it's for me, and I loved it. So we're back. We got a little apartment that I'm leasing. I love it, and very glad I'm here.
Are you aware one of the top 20 best NBA players of all time is from Ohio?
I am slightly aware. I forget his name. LeBron something.
Uh-huh.
Maybe.
For sure, top 20, right, Edon?
Yeah, I didn't think you were talking about LeBron. I thought you were like, I don't know. I
Come
thought you
on.
were talking-
Come on, he's top 20. Don't be a dick.
No. Yeah,
No,
I would. Yeah, I think he makes top 20.
All right. So, so you moved out here. Were you a dealer? I know you deal now. Were you a dealer before you came here, or did you?
I was not. I actually had never dealt before, but I've been playing for so many years. I'm very obviously familiar with the game and the process. I just needed to work on my mechanics and booked a job pretty easily. So really happy with how everything turned out.
Does it make you a better player, do you think?
Not the game's ideal. It's a lot of 1-2, same 7 people every day folding to each other. But it's a lot of fun to watch like the 2-3 deep stack game that goes, or the 5-5-10. There you can actually see some play and get a little feel for what the better players are doing, or the higher stakes players. But not a whole lot to be learned at 1-2, in my opinion.
You weren't there when me and Charles and Pupil were there. You could have picked up some stuff.
Yeah, I missed that one.
Are you just not eligible to deal the bigger game yet? Is that
No, I can deal whatever. Usually, we usually have like the same kind of schedule, and right now my schedule is I start around noon. So once the bigger games get going at night, I'm usually off and home.
Oh, all right. You have
God. Noon 1-3, 1-2 at the Sahara. It sounds good.
if it's,
I like it. I like dealing the tournaments. The downs are great. The supervisors and the management at Sahara is great. And most of the players are great. It's just the 1-2
At
game.
poker or
No,
just,
great people.
Yeah.
Come on. But yeah, the 1-2 game can get very nitty, very boring, but it keeps a smile on my face. It has a lot of good people that come by.
do you have your favorite dealer story from the Sahara chambered and ready to go to share with the people?
Oh, I got a good story. Yeah. I was about to push a table. You know, pushing is when you come up, you tap the guy on the shoulder, he gets up, you sit down. And as I was pushing, my supervisor yelled for me. I looked at him, he said, "You're off." So I'm like, oh, okay, ignore that push. As I'm walking, the guy who I was pushing, not going to call out anybody, but he happened to stand up and leave the table completely unattended.
Nice.
About a minute later, I hear one of the supervisors yelling at him, just going, "What the hell are you doing? You're dealing." I thought that was pretty funny when I was calling it a night and finishing my shift.
Is there a way in the handbook to unpush? Because you did the push. Is there a way?
I just told him ignore that, but I guess he didn't hear me.
Tap the other shoulder.
Tap the other shoulder, 1 for
Check,
1.
maybe check his oil.
I just said fake push, man. And then I went to, I got my totes, went to go cash them out. And then as I'm doing that, I just hear, "What the hell are you doing?" I'm like, he's talking to the other guy, obviously. So that was interesting. And then not a whole lot of chaos has taken place, except this one time we lost power, which was insane. Just, I don't know if you guys remember, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, there was a crazy storm here in Vegas. Winds were at like 35 miles per hour. And what ended up happening is the wind picked up a small tree and flung it into one of the generators, like somewhere in Las Vegas Energy. And they had to turn it off because that started a fire. So the whole north side of the strip had no power, including the Sahara Casino. So we went dark for a minute. We rebooted back up with emergency lights, and we all get the things and lock up our cages or the wells. And it was like that for an hour. Power never came back on, and we had to call it an early day in the poker room because they keep the slots running, of course, the important stuff. But
Yeah.
our poker room lights and surveillance, we were dark, so had to call it a day.
So they
That was-
have, I'm aware that your number one job is to save the money in front of you. That's your number one. So, but they have auxiliary power to the slots to take care of them. No, I mean, even if there's like a nuclear holocaust, the slots would still be running. That's
I mean,
awesome.
everything, every slot machine was on, and then you look in the little corner of the poker room, it's just pitch black. It looked like the surveillance was down, security was standing around, making sure nobody messed with anything. The wells were locked, and we had no power. I think it took them 4 or 5 hours to bring it back, so we just shut down the poker room.
That's awesome. Let's talk about your YouTube channel.
Sure.
How long have you been doing it? Who was your inspiration? And more importantly, who is your editor? I wonder if we use the same guy. Who does your editing?
We do not use the same guy. I use a good friend of mine, an online friend. His name is Mr. Tech Boss. He's Canadian. He's cost me some money because I bet on the Maple Leafs a lot. They're not very good. But he's great. And you said, when did I start and what made me start?
Yeah. Who was your inspiration? Why'd you do it?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been intrigued by the idea of like journaling or like reliving events. I really think that with video and technology, it's just so much easier to do. So I always just kind of wanted to make a story that I could look back on, whether I succeed or fail in poker. I want to look back and be like, that's me. I was 25, 26, giving it a shot in Vegas. Maybe let's get a peek into my mindset because I'm very open and honest. That's one thing I try and do in my vlogs. I just try and keep everything real. I don't hide the losers. I don't hide my bad days. I have some mental health. I talk through it with everyone. And it's real nice to just look back on it and be like, look at how far I've come. Look at what I've accomplished. Oh, I remember doing that mistake. That's not happening again. And I've been doing it since February when I decided to move out here. And it's helped me in a lot of ways. It's helped keep me accountable because when I first moved out here, I did have a couple of hiccups in the pit games and I lost a few more dollars than I should have. And I went over that in the vlog and, I've been able to tell myself since June 6th, I haven't touched the pit games. And I know that's something, if I were to touch, I'd probably go over it. And that's not something I want to admit to anyone, let alone a YouTube audience.
Yeah, you can touch them. You just can't
Yeah.
You're playing the wrong ones. You offline ask Edonk and I. We'll tell you which ones. I mean,
Yeah, right now I think I just quit everything cold and that's doing great for me. They're a lot of fun, but when you're living out here, the house always wins. The house always wins.
all right. How long? So you've been doing that for what, like 8 or
You
9
mean
months
in
now?
all these buildings here, like
I know, right? That's so beautiful.
they give away money and they make these nice buildings.
It's insane. I don't know how they do it.
Paigao, the open face Paigao poker is pretty easy to beat.
I do like Paigao.
Mhm.
But I ended up losing majority of
You
my
are fucking money.
I ended up losing most of my money at blackjack, and blackjack and alcohol did not mix well for PMan.
Yeah, you can't play a game that you're always out of position.
Which is blackjack?
Yeah.
It's got a point.
That was a very sharp statement that that gentleman once told me. Don't play a game that you're always out of position.
Wise words.
If you bust, you
Sure.
always lose. If they bust, they don't always lose. That's not fair.
I agree. The house always wins.
That's not fair. All right. How long have you been a runner, or what's the word I'm looking for? It's a better word than runner.
Like physically running, because I don't exercise.
No, well, I guess I just take what'd you say, E-Dog?
Proxy?
Proxy. This guy,
Yeah.
smart. How long have you been in the proxy business for Circa Millions?
This is my first time with you guys.
Oh, you do a great job. I mean, you put in some bad picks last week.
Did I want to know first, before we talk about this, I want to know who said the Bengals -2.5 was anywhere near good, because I knew straight up the Browns were going to crush. End result, 41-16 Browns. Browns money line and the over, both of my suggestions, which you guys ignored. I submitted your picks. I'm not going to go behind your back, but could have saved you a
Please
point.
give us all your picks.
I've been trying. You guys got to
What?
listen.
What's amazing is when you say every week that the Browns are a lock.
Browns are always
Every once in a while when they actually win, you get to pat yourself on the back.
true.
That was the first game Jody's gotten wrong all year. So
Ooh, you have the Bengals.
yeah, she had the Bengals. So we're gonna give her a pass. It was the all.
If it's Jody, give her a pass.
So to recap on Circa, PMan enters our picks for us every week because he's good like that. We're both out of Survivor, and Edonk. Did you enter that loser one yet? Because I did. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Pick a loser every week. It's not for the show. I'm going to edit this out, but just for you.
I have not entered, but I can if you'd like.
Okay, I did. So again, I'm gonna.
You wanna do 2 entries?
I'll do one and you do one. That's 2. Okay. This gentleman next to you supposedly has a fantastic story, sports betting wise, with a 20-leg parlay. I'm just gonna assume it ends in a victory since it's 20 legs. So let's hear the story, P-Man.
All right, let me bring this up. I wrote down some stuff. I think it was 2018 or 2019.
Don't let me see that phone if there's sharp shit on it.
No. Give me 1 second here. Cut this out.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's gonna load. Oh wait, no, I saved the picture.
Is that Vegas, Dave?
No. Okay, we can pick back up here. All right, 20-leg parlay.
I edited that. Our editor, tech bot, whatever his name is, he got rid of that. So keep going.
Perfect. So it was March 14th, 2019. Bitcoin was about $4,000 a coin, and I was betting on nitrogen. So for fun, I like to do anywhere from 50 cents to $2 parlays, and I just click a bunch of random games. No thought process, just like, ooh, I can wager a quarter to win $100,000. I'm in. Never works, but it's fun. And that was my mindset going into this night. So I picked 20 random college basketball games, all money line, ranging anywhere from like the worst odds were -135 or the best odds were -135 and the worst was like -2,000. So just like a whole mix and match. We ended up getting plus 99,302 on this bet. I put down 40 cents to win $400, which at the time would have been a nice chunk of change for me. I go to sleep. I place these bets at night. So I wake up. It's like 7 p.m. Don't question my sleep schedule. And I look at my parlays, and usually they're all dead, but this one was still alive. And I'm like freaking out, figuring out how is it alive. 3 games left. 2 of them are a lock. One of them that's up for grabs is Long Beach State versus Hawaii. I have Hawaii money line. There's a few minutes left, maybe like 2 minutes. Hawaii's up by 4. Hawaii misses their shot. Long Beach gets the ball. Hawaii's up by 2 now. Hawaii misses another shot. Long Beach scores to tie the game. Hawaii's ball with 30 seconds left. If they win, $400 out of 20 cents and a story to tell. Hawaii misses their shot. Long Beach gets the ball, scores the 2. Long Beach wins by 2.
19 out of 20?
19 out of 20.
Sounds about right.
So that is my crazy story that I had so much fun. I got to sweat the game live. Usually I'm sleeping during the games or something.
You didn't want to hedge?
I didn't know what hedging was. So, but it was crazy. I got to watch the game and I was just rooting Hawaii.
Could have middled the fuck out of that.
I could have, but instead we threw away 20 cents.
Oh,
or 40 cents. 40
You're
cents.
a fucking punter.
I am, but it was so much fun. And just like the thought that I was about to hit a 20-leg parlay. It
Okay.
Still stings, man.
that story I think is excellent for what we're trying to teach the youth out there who watch this is that sports gambling is fun and you should do it because it's fun. Right, Edon?
It's hella fun.
It's super fun. PMan, favorite Taylor Swift song? Go.
Oh gosh, favorite Taylor Swift songs. All of her old stuff is good. Her new stuff is trash. What's that one?
You sound like my 15-year-old daughter. That's what she says every time we bring it up, basically word for word. She just released Taylor's version of the album Red, which is probably her best album. For any of you out there who want to support an artist.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to think the one song about the boy next door. Oh yeah, like she wears short skirts, I wear t-shirts. She on the bleachers. That's probably one of my favorites.
You could be backup for her, I think.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
So we have our lead-in for the next episode right there. So thank you for that.
My pleasure. You have my.
Isn't that's You Belong to Me, isn't it? Isn't that was what Trevor says is his favorite song, I think.
It's a good song.
It is a good song. Speaking of the lead-in, Kingmaker, I know you're listening to this on Spotify at 2 times. You got to go back and watch at least the first few minutes of the YouTube exclusive content. So threw that in. All right, your guy, your top 20 player all time. How would you best describe his decision to announce in the playoffs last year after they got eliminated that he was changing his jersey number for this season?
Yeah, I don't understand it. I kind of lost a lot of respect for LeBron. I am somewhat of a fan of the Lakers, but he can do whatever he wants to do. I mean, changing places, changing his number, doing whatever. Some people think that he's gonna stay until he can play a year with his son in the series, assuming that his son gets drafted.
That'd be pretty cool. Honestly, like that might be. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the main rumor I heard, is that LeBron's going to retire after his son's first year, so that maybe they can play together or against each other. But when it comes to things LeBron related, I don't follow the guy as much. I watched him growing up, was always a fan, loved going to the games, seeing him and Kevin Love and everyone, and Kyrie and Ben. He just left us. I get it. He came back and then he left us again. So.
All right. Well, as long as he's the GM, I assume he'll draft his son whenever he's eligible. So that'll work out. Okay. We did a lot of talking, a lot of introducing you and some other stuff. Should we pick some games?
Let's do it.
All right. We're going to start off with tonight's Maction. And again, we are not sponsored by DraftKings, but they do have a profit boost for tonight on the app for betting Maction. So hopefully I get this.
Is it on a specific team or is it just on any Maction?
It says receive 3. Well, where did it go? Receive 3 live boosts. Opt in to receive 3 live profit boosts for Wednesday's Maction. So
you have to bet live.
I guess so.
Yeah, that should.
Probably not.
We're going to do Ball State versus Northern Illinois, even though we can't bet it here in Illinois for some reason I don't understand. Everywhere else you can bet it. Ball State's favored by 2.5. Ball State, are they in Ohio? Or is that Indiana?
Indiana.
All right. Well, it's right next door to Ohio, so I figured you'd have a good read on this one. What do you think, PMan?
I like the under.
Okay, I don't know what that is, but if you give me a minute, I'll look it up.
Yeah, I remember someone telling me it was a sharp bet, so you're hearing that from secondhand knowledge. Don't really have an opinion on either of the teams. I just heard the under is a good bet.
62.5.
Was this at the poker table?
No, this was from a sharp friend of mine.
Oh, this is interesting. Do you
I
have
don't know.
lots of picks from a sharp friend?
Is his name Dave?
No, I don't know any Daves. He had, his 2 main picks were the Ball State game under, And then if you guys do first quarter stuff, he wanted the Ball State first quarter under 13.5.
Wow. This is some props, quarter plays from a sharp player. All right. All right. If you had to assign a 1 to 5 value number of stars, what do you think? How sharp are those plays?
Could we go like 3.75 stars?
Mm-hmm.
3.75.
Okay. All right, let's do some NFL. That's what the people like the most. Tomorrow night's game, the big tilt between Baltimore and Miami. Current spread is the Ravens are on the road and they're favored by 7.5. What do you think on that one?
I like the Dolphins +7. I think the Dolphins have been doing better than most people have been giving them credit for. And I saw 2 guys in Dolphins clothes today. So gotta be.
Okay, I'm
Like,
going to give you a
They were
bonus.
dressed up as- they were dressed up as mammals.
No, they have Dolphins jerseys on them, not the mammal.
All right, how many stars on that one?
4. We're gonna go 4.
Okay. All right, this is just filler here because I know what you're going to say, but we're going to ask anyway. The Patriots are hosting the Browns.
Browns are a lock.
The Patriots are favored by 1.5. And just so you're aware, we do have the KL Cleaton special available to you if you want to use it. That's an 11-star play.
Just so you know, we were offered these fun little square things yesterday. And from my memory, it's a little choppy, but I believe the DGF and I both circled Cleveland on this game.
So that's
you said the line was Browns +1.5 or 2.5.
1.5. Don't try to get for an extra point.
Yeah, I'm gonna borrow from our buddy KL here. I'm gonna put 11 stars on Browns money line. I think since Odell Beckham left, the Browns line hasn't been right. I saw the Bengals line. Browns should have been the favorite. They were +2.5. Tonight, you're saying they're not the favorite. I think Odell Beckham was causing a lot of problems for the Browns. I think with him gone, we're gonna continue to play a lot better. So 11 stars, Browns money line.
+110. We can get you on the money line. So that's a KL special at +110. Awesome. All right.
Give me a second. I got to put this bet in.
Yeah, I gotcha. Big game for a lot of different reasons on Sunday afternoon. The Seahawks are traveling to Green Bay. It is 3:25 start here locally. And Green Bay currently is favored by, let's see, updated 3.5. What do you got?
That's a close one. You got anything, you don't?
I think all I think we go with the Packers.
Okay.
Go with the Packers. I don't like them that much. We can go 2 stars on the Packers.
Yeah, I think that bet can go either way. I think +2.5, I'd probably take Seattle, but +3.5, I think I like the Packers. But you never know.
That's some logic that I'm not even sure.
I'll explain it to you sometime.
Okay. All right.
Wait, the Packers are getting points?
No, he's saying he would rather have Seattle if they were getting 2.5 points versus 3.5 points.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I misspoke. I want if
That's not what he said.
that's not what I said.
I was trying to make some sort of logical sense of the word salad that he just
No logical sense out of that salad. Moving on.
okay. All right. I'm going to take a mini
We
break.
haven't been drinking yet.
I'm going to take a mini break to give you guys all a slate of the upcoming Fade the Mahoney meet and greets that are on the calendar. This Saturday at the local poker room, we have one scheduled in the afternoon. The following day, Sunday at Lambeau Field, we have one scheduled.
There's gonna be one in the fucking Amazon room on Saturday.
Well, I do have on here then the following Sunday, the 21st, back at the local poker room. And then over the next several days in the Amazon room, pretty consistent meet and greet. Pretty consistent.
Yeah, we're
You
gonna
know-
fuck.
Say that again?
They're gonna fuck him up. Not me in the Amazon room because we're in the pavilion, but
Oh, okay. Well, hit up Edonk on social media and ask him where the meet and greet is in the pavilion. And then
Quick question, are you guys still charging $20 for autographs, or did you lower that?
I mean, we're pretty cool about it right now, as long as I'm like not with my kids or eating dinner or anything like that. It's all right.
Okay.
Right? Edonk, same?
I'm good. Whatever you want.
Okay.
I'm communal.
Okay.
I don't
You
need.
guys not drinking today? Is that what you said?
No, I said we're not drinking yet
Yes.
today.
Okay. All right. Next game. Because you guys are in lovely Las Vegas, we're going to do this Sunday night game. Kansas City is playing at, what do they call that thing? The Death Star? That's what they call that big black thing over there, I think. Chiefs are favored by 2.5 at Las Vegas.
There's no big black thing in this room.
Okay. Okay. What do you think of the Sunday night game there, PMan? Chiefs favored by 2.5.
Oh God, I'm still trying to get over my bias against the Chiefs because they took the Browns out last year. The Chiefs have been playing, I gotta give them credit. They've been playing pretty solid. They're playing the Raiders, yeah?
Yep.
Listen, don't give me those faces. Sometimes I make shit up. I mean, like,
No, I like it.
Like-
Keep going. Keep going, please.
Raiders,
Push me deeper.
we lost our head coach or whatever through all that.
We sure did.
I'm gonna take the Chiefs here. I'm gonna take the Chiefs spread.
Do you like? Yeah, they've been playing. They've been on a roll actually.
How many stars are we assigning to your favorite team, the Kansas City Chiefs?
This is what the show's all about. So go
Yeah,
like keep analyzing it. Like tell us more why you like it.
they're the Chiefs, man. What do you want from me? I mean, I don't like them, but
You love them. How many
well-
stars?
3.25.
3.25. All right.
That's it.
Yeah, 3.25 stars. Probably more if the Browns beat them last year. Then I'd like them more. But I can't justify giving any more stars than that. It
All right.
might be a play, but I personally cannot justify saying how I feel. If I can't lie to you guys. I came here.
No,
I'm
do not
No,
fucking lie.
I am not.
No,
I'm keeping things honest and
I'll
open.
turn it off if you lie.
I understand. So 3.25 stars, no more, no less.
All right. I need you to give me your who you think's going to win the NFL MVP. You can't take someone who's been taken already. Do you know all of them, or do you need me to list them?
I'm gonna need a list. I'm assuming
Okay.
Brady
Assuming what?
has Brady been taken.
He has. Here are the ones you cannot take. You can't take shit.
Do not take Wilson, please.
No, I won't.
That's my
Alright. All right. You can't take Tom Brady. You can't take Josh Allen, Kyle Murray, Matthew Stafford, Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers, Dak Prescott, Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes, Cooper Kupp, Russell Wilson. Who else did we have?
Take one of your boys from
Yeah,
the
that's
from
what
the
I'm.
Browns.
That's what I'm waiting to hear. Those guys
William-
are a bunch of.
Billy McCaffrey. You can't take him. Let's see if there's anybody else.
I got 2 picks. It's either going to be obviously Baker Mayfield or Chubb.
Obviously. So
Obviously.
I don't think Baker Mayfield is printed on this sheet, but
Well,
you can
there.
you can get Nick Chubb at 200 to 1.
200 to 1. Holy smokes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would put a few stars on that.
Okay, Nick Chubb. I hope you win. Whoever wins is going to get some exclusive Fade the Mahoney merchandise. So we've got you down for Nick Chubb. Pretty sure he's not playing this week because he's out with COVID.
I just saw that. They said if he has
These motherfuckers.
What-
and this COVID shit.
they said if he has 2 negative tests within 48 hours or something, he will play on Sunday.
Oh,
So that That might be a line that changes. I would keep an eye on that.
Okay. Okay. Edonk, I had a couple here for you to pick.
I think the boys in the desert who make the lines are more in tune with what the fuck's going on, but you could be right.
I mean, I'm usually right. Browns were a lock last week.
You can't argue with that.
You can't.
He screamed at us.
Browns,
Don't do it. All right.
what was
Edonk,
the other one? Browns, Chiefs.
Browns, Chiefs, Packers.
That was
Dolphins.
mine. Don't-
and he took the
feel
Dolphins.
mine.
He liked the
Yeah,
Dolphins.
and Dolphins.
Yes. Browns, Chiefs, Dolphins. Got it.
E-Dog, real quick, college basketball. I thought I'd give the people one tonight. We're already going a little bit too long. I'm going to get divorced. There's a party going on upstairs that I'm missing out on. UNLV is favored by 10. They're hosting Gardner Webb. It's right across the street from where you're at right now if you wanted to go to it. What are you thinking about that game?
We'll go with the hometown favorites. UNLV, 3.5 stars. But I got a good one for you.
Okay.
We're gonna go. As I was walking up to get this piece of paper from the Caesar Sportsbook today, this piece, right?
Not sponsored by Caesar Sportsbook.
Not sponsored by them either. As I walked up, this gentleman handed this to me and he says, "Oh no, this is yesterday's." And then he says, "Oh no, it's today. I have Michigan. I really like Michigan. I put money on Michigan."
That's the line.
That's what
So
he told you?
yeah,
Okay. And they're late.
so we're fading
Yeah.
the guy at the kiosk for Caesar Sportsbook, and we're taking Buffalo plus 12.5.
I can get you 13 here, buddy. Take 13.
I'll take 13.
Yeah.
That means all the fucking college kids are in Michigan.
Yep. Now, PMan would rather have,
Buffalo's got a fucking good program.
he'd rather have Buffalo plus 11.5.
Exactly.
See,
Now you know what I'm talking about.
now I get it. All right. This bonus play of
Hey,
Buffalo.
hey. You guys can finish up. I gotta piss.
Nope. You got to pinch it off.
All right, hurry up.
Bulls, Mavs tonight, Bulls 3.5.
Yeah, Bulls against Mavs any day.
Yeah, who?
Bulls.
And last segment here that we started recently, Edonk, shitty Twitter followers. We both have the same one. Shitty Chad McVean.
Hurry up.
Yeah,
Chad-
you said-
Chad McVean.
I like Chad.
Both followed by him. And I've got his plays for the day. He 8:20 this morning. How you doing, Edonk? Are you gonna walk it off?
Would you fucking just end this thing? I gotta piss so bad.
He also likes Miami tomorrow night.
Yeah, Chad knows what's up.
So, and he's currently 82-45 in the NFL, and he went 5-5 yesterday in the NHL. He's now at 93-91, and his picks today are, I assume these are PMan approved. He likes Toronto,
Yes.
Nashville, and Minnesota. Those are the 3 picks today from Chad McVean. All right. I covered everything on the list. Today is Wednesday. So please, everybody, when you're done watching this, please listen to Raising the Nuts with our friends Trevor and Jody Savage. And also, PMan, I think you'd agree when I say let's go crypto. Keep going crypto.
Oh, to the fucking moon. Straight to the moon.
Everything except for Molly Paddock. That thing sucks and keeps going down. But you don't say anything when it goes down for 9 straight days. But on the 10th day, when it goes up, we'll hear from him. Right,
You
Edon?
clearly haven't fucking looked at crypto in the last 5 hours, have you?
Oh, yikes. Fuck.
How yikes are we?
You fucking idiot.
Oh shit! Bitcoin's down close to 65K. Ethereum back.
We're gonna
600.
edit this whole thing out. The
Yeah.
whole crypto thing is out. PMan,
It's still going to the moon. We're still
Yeah.
going to the moon.
thanks for joining us, buddy.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me. Go
You guys
Browns.
gonna do something interesting tonight? Maybe a dinner, some drinks, play some cards, anything planned?
I'm down for anything. I think he said he was gonna take a nap.
I'm taking a fucking nap right now.
Okay.
And then, yeah, we'll be going out tonight.
All right. Keep us updated on how the tournaments go tomorrow. Are you playing anything else, PMan?
I might hop in like the crazy eights or like the $600 deep stack, but
Is that like a draw game? Like, is that like with a different deck? Like the
no, it's just an 888 buy-in for 800 up top.
Everybody, when you're done watching this, make sure you click on PMan's most recent episode where he talked about his, what's it called? The Colossus.
Yes, the Colossus, the emotional roller coaster. It was a crazy couple of weeks. It's a pretty good vlog if I say so myself.
I thought it was really entertaining.
for a couple weeks.
Yeah, a couple weeks. That's how
All
long
right.
the
All right, my beautiful bald brothers, please say goodbye to the people.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks,
Deuces.
guys. Bye.